Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Walmart brand version of Skullgirls Get Gr8. I am streaming from a hotel because I could not get a substitute, and that is a-okay. Everyone's having a busy life, and what can you do in this world besides stay busy? Hey there, Thonk. Good to see you here. Hey there, Swaggy. I saw you conveniently just got home, but I just got everything set up, so screw you, I guess. If you want to chill in the oh, nah. I'm gonna avoid chilling in the call just because I want to keep it going fast. How long would it take you to get everything set up, though? You should help me get the shit set up sometime so I can do it. Yeah, okay, sure. Hit me up on a weekend whenever we're chilling. I'll just set you up. Since I know you're consistently one of the people that host the stream, and I appreciate that. Let's see. We'll give it a couple more minutes just so people can get onto the stream. If you are here, feel free to say hi in the chat, just so I know you're here so we can go ahead and get started. Can I claim the open versus dunce? Yes. You can go ahead and claim that. You're gonna play this game again? What is this? Hey there, Turk Toss. Good to see you here. You will be up first, so if you want to go ahead and get into the lobby, feel free to do so. You'll be first against Alec, yeah. I got a phone mic. Honestly, serious. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi using a laptop microphone. This is like the most ghetto setup I've had in like probably 6 months. I say 6 months because this is the exact same setup I was using 6 months ago. When I was well, I guess so those guys who are relatively new here. So until about 6 months ago, I traveled a lot. So whenever I would stream, 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 streams would always be me streaming from like out of state. So it would just be this. It was a little bit actually better than this because we had a little bit better equipment. This is just kind of jank as it gets. It's also gonna be really unstable and laggy probably. Oh, you guys seen the connection issues? Oh yeah, it's already happening. It ain't doing too good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we back? Are we back? Do I travel a lot for work? Partially. So it's a handful of complicated circumstances, right? So one, my work used to be contracting, and because of that, I got relocated all the heckin' time, right? So if I wanted to stay in touch with like friends or family, I'd have to travel and fly back, right? And that's why 1 out of 4 streams would be all over the place. On top of that, there would just be weeks at a time where I just couldn't stream because I'm literally moving to a new client. So like every 10 and 11 months or so, I would have a new client and I'd have to work in a different place. So I'd have to completely relocate. Now things are a bit more stable. I have a really nice job in Chicago, having a good time. Back home where I want to be. Things are looking good, you know? For now, yeah. You guys will hopefully not see that again, but it's very possible you will see stream fluctuate just like that multiple times. There's nothing I can do about it. It's hotel Wi-Fi. I'm very sorry. This is the best I can do right now. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and get started because we have to have a short stream. It's convenient that only a few people signed up, but like obviously, A, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, and B, I'm in a hurry. So let's get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. What we do here is we try to match you up against a relatively even opponent and provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play, A, because it's unreasonable to do so, and B, because we don't want to overwhelm you. When we want to give you advice, we want to make sure you're learning a little bit at a time, because learning happens in steps. So we're going to tell you what we notice, whatever we can notice out of 3 games, and give you mostly the main thing you need to work on, plus a little bit of extra detail just so you can keep it in the back of your head, so as you're improving, you just hold on to that information, right? Learning happens not only in steps, but also by repetition. So as we keep telling you about your mistakes, they'll stand out to you more and more and more. It's very, very important that you pause the stream while you are playing and go back and watch the VODs afterwards. If you have any questions about the VODs or want any more detail or information about anything that is said or not said, please go ahead and timestamp the VOD and at me in the Discord to find out more about it. You can always type !DISCORD, and you'll get a link to our Discord, which went public some 5 years ago. 4 years ago? 5 years ago? I don't know, I lost track. And yeah, we should be good to get started. Our first match of the day will be Alec versus Turktos. Turktos is already here. Alec, I'm gonna go ahead and at you. At Alec. Do you still need time? Or are you good? Hopefully we don't have to skip Turktos right away, but because Alec did say that he couldn't afford to be the first matchup, but at the same time it's 40 minutes later than we normal. Okay, so they need a little bit more time. So sorry, Turktos, we're gonna put your match on hold. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. We'll come back to it, hopefully after this one. So we're gonna go White Benji versus Thok on stream. So Thok, if you want to go ahead and join, White Benji would be a new person. I don't think I've seen them before. So if we get White Benji on here, that'd be great. You will play Turktos. Turktos has an opponent. Their opponent is Alec, but the Alec just needs a little bit of extra time. So we're just gonna put that matchup on hold. Also, Doc, I don't think you should fight Turktos. Just saying. You have a few 100 hours over him. Just saying. Alright, White Benji is here. Okay, cool. So they've done events like this before. They had no issues joining the lobby. Good stuff. So let's see how comfortable they are with Skullgirls. You two have fought. Do you guys think it's an even opponent? Or like Turktos, do you really feel like Doc is a even opponent? He might be. I don't fucking know. You want to play first to 100 sometime? Oh yeah, that's what it's like.
Watch and learn.
Yeah. Normally, like, yeah, first to hundreds with friends and stuff, no matter how the skill difference is, that stuff is good for you, right? If you're getting your ass beat 100 games in a row, that's still fine. Like, I genuinely think that that's still valuable information. But for the purposes of Get Gr8, we're trying to keep things relatively even, just for the stream. After the stream, or, like, during, like, your side time or whatever, by all means, play whoever you want. I think it's a good idea. Just Get Gr8 is trying to do something a little bit different, that's all. Okay. Okay, launch. I'm gonna go with the bounce with the word. We're gonna use OTG. Okay, so we got a few routes in our minds. We don't have a full B&B with either of these players, but we got links that we're doing. We're doing the common links. We're hit confirming off of a light. These are good signs. A lot of these routes are not the greatest. The Eliza ones are pretty normal. Like, look at that. We got a full B&B out of Thok. That's actually pretty legit. And we got a DHC. Okay. And we got the low. Okay. So, Thok, I'm going to tell you right now, I think you're almost ready for intermediate. Your buttons feel a little bit slow. Like, it feels like you have slight gaps when you're pressing the buttons, which is fine. Like, it's a common thing. It just means that you're not super familiar with your team just yet. but you do have a BNB. You are using basic links and conversions and stuff like that, so that's legit. I think you can either do beginner one more time, or you might be ready for intermediate, because our main criteria for being able to go into the next bracket is being able to do a BNB consistently. So if you can get that far, maybe pick up a reset or two. Like, if you need any resets, go ahead and at people. At Penny. Penny has tons of resets for Eliza. You can talk to Kenji if you need resets for Band. There's also the Mizumi Wiki. There's plenty of resets for that. Just pick up a couple of them and just try to mix them into your play. And I'll check that out next week in beginner. And if you're mixing resets pretty well, like, see, you tried to do a reset there, I can tell, but you're not familiar with it. You're not comfortable with it. So practice using that reset. Go on quick match and use that reset with other people, and then confirm off of it and go into a combo. If you can start doing that consistently, you're ready for intermediate. It doesn't even have to be consistent. If you can just do it even decently, like, you're ready for intermediate. You're like almost there. You got the BNB down. You just gotta be a little bit more consistent. You can't do a full BNB consistently, and I'm an intermediate. Yeah, it's a gray area. We try to recommend that people don't join until they can do a full BNB. It doesn't have to be super consistent. As long as they can do something consistently, it's like, okay. But, like, there are exceptions we'll make if there are people. Like, first of all, obviously, the decision's up to you, right? Like, you get to decide if you're an intermediate or not. But B, like, we don't like to tell people, like, oh, you don't belong in intermediate if they can do everything right besides a BNB, right? Obviously, as a part of the criterion for Get Great, there's no exception to the fact that you need to be able to do a BNB consistently eventually. That being said, if you want to play an intermediate without a full BNB, then by all means do so, but you should get your BNB consistent. That is the thing I complain about most often in every Get Great is, why are you dropping your combos? Stop dropping your combos. So if you can get past that, you definitely belong in intermediate. If you don't get past that, then you might belong in intermediate. That part's up to you. As far as Benji went, Benji, you had a you were making the right decisions in a few places. Like, you were like going up with the right thing, but like, you weren't hit confirming or using the correct routes. It seems like you're just kind of improvising using things that you saw. Like, I saw a lot of the Gravedigger stuff into Silver Cord, which is kind of interesting. I see you're using jumping light kick. That was a good, correct decision. Like, that is your best neutral tool. What is not the best tool is after you use H Gravedigger, going into Silver Cord, it uses up your OTG and you don't really get anything out of it. So if you want to be really cool, like, the hard thing to do is after H Gravedigger, there's a period of time where you can dash. You can get a micro dash in and then standing light punch. And if you do that, you'll be able to convert off of it. I would gladly show you, but like, you can also see it in tons of combos. So you can see it like all over the place. It's like not an uncommon thing. So after H Gravedigger, micro dash to jumping light punch. Also, for your first string, don't go into H Gravedigger. Like, so you saw it there, right? Where it's like you were able to land. What's it called? You're able to land after you use jumping hard kick without any sort of dive kick at all, right? If you're high in the air, use medium dive kick and you'll be able to convert. If you're really high in the air, then use shovel. But you almost never have to use shovel. Save shovel for like near the end of your combo. Yeah. Mike Z was going to turn that into a hit grab and decided against it. If it was a hit grab, then that would have worked. You would have been able to beat that armor. Unfortunate. H Gravedigger gives rejump now. H Gravedigger does not give rejump. It is the only overhead Gravedigger though. It is a special that hits overhead, which is kind of cool. You really gotta stop using shovel on neutral. You were doing so well in the beginning where you're using jumping light kick to neutral, and that was fantastic. Do not use shovel in neutral. If it comes out, it's occasionally okay because again it hits overhead, but it's like something you want to mix in there. It is not your go-to tool. Shovel is cool, not your favorite thing. Trust me, it can be a bit of a bitch. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and point out the BNB Compendium. Benji, this is extra important for you. So please, by all means, check out the BNB Compendium. You can type !BNB into Twitch chat, and you will see a link. These aren't the most optimized combos by any means. They are not the most efficient combos by any means, but it is extremely important that you learn these combos, because these combos will use the most common links that are related to your character. So what it will do is it'll get you familiar with the important links that your character uses. So when you are cleaning up your combos and you're getting better with hit confirming and like linking into your normal BNB and stuff like that, it'll be extra important that you have these links in your fingers. So you almost instinctively know exactly what buttons you got to press to be able to confirm and convert off of it, right? So again, BNB Compendium, check it out, learn the combos, be able to do them. Ideally, if you want to be fantastic at this game, you're gonna want to be able to do them 10 times in a row, facing right and facing left against every character weight. If you want to play more than that, then that's fantastic. If you want to be able to do it less than that, then I understand it's kind of frustrating sometimes. But like getting them into your fingers is going to be extremely crucial if you want to improve at this game. And that's how we will be able to bump you up into intermediate. Like as you get familiar with the BNB, as you start being more familiar with the character, that's the important stuff. Once you're in intermediate, then we can start talking about more advanced things like more complicated resets, set play, corner carries, things like that. But for now, just you gotta get you more familiar with Squiggly if you want to play Squiggly. Also, solo Squiggly is tough. I know you're probably just learning one character because you're just getting into the game, but solo Squiggly is one of the toughest characters to play because she is so reliant on meter to be able to do almost anything. So if you want to pick up a second, might be a good idea to do so, but it's also still more work, right? Because now you have to learn BNBs for 2 characters. So it's definitely more work, but it's going to be a worthwhile investment. If you want some synergy suggestions regarding Squiggly, just go ahead and at me in the Get Gr8 Discord. What else? Doc is up against Great Arsenic. Dry is saying Dunce if they don't have an opponent. Dunce is fighting Shiki, aka Swagga. Squiggly is short for Squidward. Use Fortune as well, just trying to learn Squiggly. Oh, okay. Completely understandable. In that case, if you want to be really mean, what you should do is run Fortune Point with Cremation Assist. Well, you don't normally want Squiggly as an anchor. Fortune is such a battery that she'll build a bunch of meter, so when you're stuck with Squiggly anchor, you will have a bunch of meter to work with, and on top of that, Fortune with Cremation is just really stupid. It's like Headless Fortune mix combined with Cremation, which is like a lockdown low, that just kind of ends people. It's not the best team, it's not the most optimal team, it's not the most damaging team, but it's just so good. DNB is good for everybody. DNB is like her best assist probably. Hey, there's that dive kick reset. Let's go. Got that mix up left right. Let's talk about this now. She just picked them up. Oh my god. Okay. This is gonna be tough to escape. Can you escape? It's tough. I'm glad you didn't use Daisy out of pressure. I was half expecting you to use Daisy out of pressure. I'm not sure why, but my instinct told me that you wanted to do that. And I'm really glad you didn't. Blocks. I'm surprised. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, no confirm. No, wrong SBO. Almost. You had the right idea. That was good work. You had the right idea. If you lose LHSBO, that would have worked. Okay. Alright. We're getting there. Okay, we got a hit confirm, gigantic arm to the corner, now you're stuck here again. This sucks because Valentine normally has a hard time getting out, but you were able to get a grab, that's awesome. Show me a BNB. Okay, we're just gonna go for an early reset. Reminder that when you go for resets, you get multiple things out of that, right? You deny your opponent meter, you increase your own meter gain, you increase your damage because you undo scaling, but you're also reducing undizzy on your opponent. If you just reset after 2 strings, you're not really reducing any undizzy. So you're just resetting aggressively for basically 0 benefit. The most important thing is reducing that undizzy. That is the most important thing you get out of that reset. That's like half the reason you reset. So make sure you're getting value out of that. Gotta keep an eye on that A-Train assist. That's something that you'll be working on your entire Skullgirls career. It's tough. That dash momentum sent you too far away, so you weren't able to get the cross-up mix-up. Or confirm off the cross-up mix-up, I should say. There we go. Good stuff. Good patience to jump until, or once A-Train is on cooldown. That's good stuff. Alright, get the kill. Don't drop this. Good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Counter, counter, counter. Oh, you can't. You don't have 2 meter. Oh, wow. You should not have done that. You should have done crouching hard punch. In that situation, you want to do crouching hard punch because I think you had enough time because Big Man was still above you to get a counter hit punish on. I'm not positive. If you judge that counter or it was too close to the ground to do crouching hard punch, then I completely get it. But just be aware of that option. Crouching hard punch is your go-to counter hit option. From there, you get a full combo. And it's just way more damage than Scaples because Scaples hits like a dozen times, so that scales your combo right away. And so anything, even if you were able to get anything off of Scaples, the damage is super scaled. And you can't get anything off of Scaples. What's the point? They have to be in the air. Well, I guess like if they're in the air, like you kind of can get stuff off of Scaples. Like it's one of those things where it's like don't bother. Just get a normal counter combo. Yep. Alright, what do we got? Alright, so after you land Jumping Hard Punch, even for a few hits, at that spacing you could have canceled it into SBO as soon as you touch the ground, and that'll let you confirm off the stuff. That's why Jumping Hard Punch is actually good. So at not max distance, but like just under max distance, if you hit Jumping Hard Punch, you can convert it into SBO and then get a full combo. Oh yeah, this is the combo you were showing me a couple days ago. Good shit. And you got the left right. Good stuff. Alright, so you use light dive kick there after jumping light punch. If you use light dive kick, you can't confirm off of it. If you're almost perfect, then you can convert off of light dive kick with standing light punch. It's a one-frame link. But that you only use that to mix people up, that confuse people. If you want to really convert off that reset, you want to use medium dive kick for sure. Stop using Daisy as a reversal. You used it twice now. I'm upset. I take back any compliment I said about you not using Daisy as a reversal. Stop doing that. Daisy is not a reversal. At any point, Doc could have canceled into what's it called, Airwolf super, and you would have died. Alright. Doc, can you kill here? I mean, your set play has to be mad clean if you can kill here. Because you do have 4 meter. Ah, unfortunate. I think you should have been able to kill there. Oh no. That's not good. You should not have done that. If you wanted a DHC to get Beowulf out there, you should have done an SSJ. Just because it's already obvious that she's gonna block all of it, right? Extra worst case scenario, since Grey Arsenic had 2 meter, they could have done a counter. Good stuff. Grey Arsenic's really running it back. Your Valentine's doing mad work. Scary? Yeah, it's unfortunate. You did the right thing. If you... Since you were so low on meter, you should have really tried to not use, or since you were low on health, I should say, and had 2 meter, you should be very careful on how you spend that meter, because again, counter super would help you out. You don't want to deal with that incoming temp at all. So if you just go into counter super, it's like, all right, you know what? At least you have an answer. At least you have an answer. Raise pressure and resets on Squig are honestly really good. The dive kick reset is the only real one they're doing. The pressure that they're doing with jumping light punch into dive kick is called a fuzzy guard setup. It's a well-known setup, but it's a little slow and has gaps and it's mashable. So while yes, they are not bad, they are punishable. And they can be better even so. Like so if Grey Arsenic was executing it a little bit more cleanly, you can actually even make it tougher to deal with. But right now it's not that bad to deal with. Ending your pressure on Arpeggio is always bad because they can 100% of the time PVGC it and punish you for it. So don't end it even though Arpeggio is nice because it's +1 on block, it will not be your best friend. And you should start understanding frame data by now. So if you don't understand frame data, start looking at some resources to understand frame data. Because I personally will say it's actually incredibly important to understanding why something works and why something doesn't. Stop using Daisy as a reversal. It's the 3rd time. Good work on Doc to punish that. Thank you so much for that. The only way that Daisy would have worked in that specific situation is if you would have caught punch move. And even then, I think there are enough frames for Peacock to go until Lenny and then DHC out into Airwolf and still would have been fine. Like literally, Daisy sucks as a reversal. Use it as an offensive tool. Use it with punch charge. Use center stage Daisy. It is fantastic. Use it after Silver Cord. Fantastic. Do not use it in neutral. Do not use it as a reversal. They should kill. Please kill. Pick up the chair. Boom. Unfortunate. Alright. Grey Arsenic, when you go back and watch, I want you to pay attention to how much health you lost because you did Reversal Daisy, which is a button you should just never press. Versus, like, what would have happened if you just held down back? You're B. Alright. It's a pet peeve of mine, so don't take it like I'm taking it hard out on you really, really hard, right? Like, as a person who's been a Squiggly fanatic for like some 7 years or whatever, he'll never reversal Daisy again. That's my boy right there. That's right. That's the mentality you should have. It is such a big pet peeve. You should have seen the reversal Daisy interaction we had earlier. It was too freaking funny. What was it? Like, describe it, or show me if you have it clipped or something. I definitely want to see that. Reversal Daisy is so dumb and so bad. It works against a band that has less than 3 meter. And fuck, is that it? That might be it. Oh no. Oh no. It sort of works on Robo, I guess. But also, how is the Robo pressuring you so much they need to do reversal Daisy? It doesn't even work on Rand's Robo, because most of her pressure outside of a combo, like when you're blocking, is jumping medium punch. Like jumping medium punch and rejump, right? So because of a rejump, like reversal Daisy won't even work on Robo. Just contextually speaking. Yeah, no, just don't do reversal Daisy. It's just not worth it. It beats Gregor. Oh, whatever. Like, it beats Gregor if you are more than like 75% of the screen away from him. Because otherwise the hit stop on Gregor is insane. Sorry, 25% of the screen away from Gregor. You have to be at least a quarter screen away from Gregor for it to work. It's just like SSJ. Gregor and SSJ have almost the exact same amount of screen space that you need before hit stop wears off. And yeah, if you use it on reaction to a super, fine. Like, go ahead and I'll try by any means. I will to this day use it as reaction to a car super, because if I pull it off at the right time, car super will go straight through Squidfit. But it has to be on reaction to car super, not as a reversal, right? Like, there's a very key difference there. You're not just trying to get out of pressure, you're trying very specifically to counter something. You're using it aggressively. It also beats full screen band level 5. Good to know. Did you know Daisy beats Squiggly level 5? I don't know if people know that, but that's a bug that Mike Z never fixed. I know it's a bug because I confirmed it with Mike Z. It was on Get Gr8, in fact, where I confirmed it with him. But Daisy literally beats Squiggly level 5. She can Daisy herself. It's so dumb. Unfortunate, didn't get the relaunch. It's okay. Oh, we already got Alec here? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I was not paying attention to this match at all. I literally didn't even realize Turk Toss and Alec got into the lobby. So I'll count it, but if they want to play a 4th game, I totally understand, because I was not paying attention at all to that. I didn't even realize what was happening. I'm just gonna actually mention that in the other thing. Give me a second.
This may sting. This battle is all in the mind. Take the sword.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, okay, that's what we got. We got lag. That's exciting. Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation. Unfortunately, that link didn't work, but I can blame the connection. Oh, didn't get the hit confirm off the overhead. Throwing medium kick is great. Like, it does get you all this. Like, it gets you, lets you hit confirm all sorts of weird things, lets you tear through armor. Valentine doesn't have armor, so you now have like 50% less reason to actually use that move to hit confirm. Just use IAD light kick, and occasionally IAD light punch also works. A lot of people like that, but I don't. IAD light kick is good. And if you want to do air to air, then IAD heavy punch is fine. If you're concerned about what your opponent might be pressing out of pressure, then you can use medium kick. Like, you really don't need it. Or is it medium punch? Which one is it? Is it medium punch or medium kick that's like multi-hit? Frank, I should put a link to Kenji's SoundCloud. Absolutely not. It's been like a reoccurring joke at this point where it's like I refuse to promote Kenji's SoundCloud. I just gotta commit to it now. Was it jumping medium punch? My bad. I was saying jumping medium kick this whole time. I apologize. Sweet short Kenji.
Do I know you?
Alright.
Cut you down to size.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime! Let's go!
Okay, I like the backing off of the roundster. I do like your sense of neutral, just waiting up to see what your opponent's doing. That's always a safe option. It kind of sucks because often like you want to assert dominance of your opponent, like right away control the pace of the game, especially with like characters like Philia. Valentine's really good at stealing the pace of the game back, but like at the same time, though, I still fully respect you backing off and like letting yourself feel out your opponent. It's very important. Alright, let's see if they're gonna play a fourth game. There's not much to say there.
Now you're playing with power.
Just the round star is the only thing I really pointed out. Either that or my brain just shut down. It was one or the other. See if they'll play a fourth. No, they will not. Okay. I kind of wish they played a fourth game because I kind of wish I could have said more than what just happened. It was just, like literally all I said was really the round start. Also saying leg kick is bad. You shouldn't use it outside of combos. Yeah. That is very unfortunate. I wish I could have said that match. Tell you guys what, if you guys want to timestamp your match once the VODs are out and just at me, I will go ahead and try to give a little bit more advice to both of you. But that's up to you guys. Oh wait, Alex back. Okay. Terratrix wants to play one more. Be kind of cool. Yes, no, maybe so. Good stream. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. Fox gotta go. Alright, well, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us today. Hope to see you next week. World record length stream. I mean, we still have another set after this, right? We got one more after this. Local Dunce versus Swagga. Dunce has not played yet now. Our world record length stream was the team tournament where nobody signed up. Stream was over before it started. We still streamed, but we like memed. I think we like played Tekken or something on stream. I think you were there for that, weren't you, Sam? I don't know. Nice blocks. Nice lag. Alright, we got. Oh, wow, a nice hit confirm. And we didn't do anything afterwards. Okay, that's unfortunate. Obviously, you want to use standing hard punch so you can launch and you can go from there. Hairball, is it? I can't remember if light hairball is safe. I think light hairball is safe. Only Gigas exist. Sam, you don't even believe that. You played like 3 or 4 different characters last time. Okay, alright, cool. Got a counter hit. Alright, we're still dropping this. Okay, so, I mean, more than anything, I'm gonna tell both of you to just practice your BMBs. Like, you guys just need to be more familiar with the combos. As for the band, do not use brass at neutral. That was insane. Do not do that. E-break. If you have to use brass to approach or anything, just E-break. Like, literally, do not let that rock. If your opponent blocks it, you will die, and that's going to happen as you get better and better. So, it is literally a habit that is a surefire way to get you killed. Yeah, this lag sucks. It's very unfortunate. That was a Hail Mary beat extend. And then he didn't do anything afterwards. Come on, man. Alright, so for both of you, I'm just going to say go ahead and check out the BNB Compendium and practice your combos a lot. Because these are things that if you were a little bit more familiar with your character, you would have no problem confirming off of. After you got the Hail Mary beat extend, which you shouldn't have done, by the way. I mean, it's okay. It's a 50-50, right? Like at the end of the block string, if you throw in a beat extend, like sometimes magically it'll work. So you can throw it in sometimes. But if you do throw it in, you need to be able to get damage off of it. After you get that beat extend, what you want to do is do jumping light kick, and then you can do the full OTG list route. That full OTG list route can get you up to 7,000 health and damage. That's insane. That's a lot of damage. Do it, you know? And these are things that you just wouldn't know if you have a big man BNB. And again, I'm not trying to rail on you. I'm just trying to nail in the point why it's important to have a BNB. A BNB is not important because, oh no, big combo. A BNB is important because it gets you more familiar with your character's options and those common links. So again, I'm going to link the BNB compendium, !BNB, for both of you, and practice these combos 10 times. You want to be able to get it 10 times in a row, facing left and facing right. It doesn't mean you can't play the game until you get that right. It just means that's your goal. That is your end goal. Keep practicing them until you can get it 10 times in a row, facing left and facing right. Ideally, you get it on all weights of characters, but that's a bonus. That is the best thing afterwards. After that entirely, then we can start talking about optimizing corner carries, resets, things like that. But you just need to be more familiar with the character, because these are confirms that, like, you were getting these magical confirms, and you got to be able to convert off them. This applies to both these players. Because, like, the Philly also used crouching hard punch with standing hard punch would work fine. Didn't use hairball to make things safer, or didn't frame trap with hairball at all after they committed to the crouching hard punch. Like, you definitely could have, you know? There's a lot more you could be doing. You just got to be more familiar with your character. Got to get it into your fingers. Alright, Swagger, what you got? You don't got much of a pain wheel left, that's for sure. That counter hit, you should be dead. Show me your local done. Show me your BNB. You can do it. Yes. Alright, are you gonna roll your head off? Roll your head off. Roll your head off. Roll your head off. Oh, you didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's technically... I feel like I'm supposed to say it's a style choice, but you're playing half the character without headless. That situation was perfect to set up headless. Again, just watch Full Bleed play. Like, there's a beautiful website that Gelato made. I forgot what it's called. It's like Tuna with Bacon, I think. I think it's tunabacon.com. And you can look up any VOD by any matchup, any player, any character, so on and so forth. So look up Full Bleed, look at his Fortune band play. Like his Fortune does exactly that. Did the full corner BNB. It's a sliding knockdown, rolls his head off, and just goes off. You should definitely not do hairball in block strings unless you have safety HCs. Sure, but that was a hit confirm. Crouching hard punch hit. You could have gone into hairball there. You could have gone into a billion things there. Ideally, you go into Gregor, right? Like, you want to go into Gregor, get the wall bounce, and get a combo confirm. Like, that would be fantastic. You can hear my TV? I don't have TV. Not here, anyway. Might be hearing Skullgirls from my headphones because Skullgirls is extremely loud on these headphones. Let me see if I can fix that. There, that should help a little bit. Frank, I'm done. What? Oh, you thought you heard a commercial? Ah, it's just Skullgirls. Okay, what do we got? You almost overcommitted to the head. That would have been really, really bad for you. It's okay. That's Swagger, though. Swagger really likes the tier cycles for pressure. That only works if you have, like, a Bell assist, dude. Or double assist, like double assist also works, I guess. Okay, nice DHC. It's tough to deal with that for local dunks. Let's see. Got counter hit. Your opponent didn't confirm. You should have pillared. I mean, I guess you shouldn't pillar with all that hatred guard. You should be grabbing. Remember, grab beats armor. Grab beats all types of armor, and sweeps beats any sort of non-hyper armor. And hatred guard, I believe, counts as non-hyper armor. You should be able to sweep that. Although it's kind of scary, right? Because they're charging a button, so it's kind of scary. So which is why I'd say grab, because grab is like unreactable. It's 7 frames. They can tech it, but not if they're charging. Or on count. Reminder that if you want to tech a grab, how it works is you have to be able to press grab yourself. Swagger cannot press grab out of hatred guard. So if you grab him there, he cannot tech. It is a counter hit. Counter hit grabs are untechable because if you were in the middle of pressing a button, you could not have pressed grab yourself. Never do L hairball. There's no reason for it. Oh, my bad. I feel like you tell me this like several times. You've told me this several times. And I apologize for that. I keep forgetting. I'll remember it eventually. I promise. L hairball is actually useless, huh? Okay, good stuff. Your local bounce. You got your second win. Why tech grabs when you can just hit them? Air grabs. Air grabs, you don't have a choice. Just armor through the grab. If only, if only. Or if you're in tech and get into a counter grab stance, because everything, it doesn't matter if it's a grab or not, it's just low, mid, or high. So if you have a counter stance that counters highs, you can just counter grab. It's really dumb. That's why I missed Jun Kazama. Jun Kazama's stance was so stupid. I loved it. Dash under crouching leg kick. I wonder what happened there. Were you supposed to do that? Or was it supposed to side switch or something? Was it weird for Fortune? I just got kicked. So I don't even get to commentate this much. That's unfortunate. If they want to play another one, they can. Oh, I'll just message them, I guess. At local. Don't need crank commentary. Damn, I see how it is. Good old BMH. How's it going? It's you. How am I? I'm doing alright, you know? Trying to get a short stream in a bit of a hurry. It is what it is. Let's see if they're ready up one more time. Alright, they are readying up one more time. The connection just shit on itself at the end. I mean, it shit on itself the entire match. Don't worry about it, buddy. Me neither. I wasn't able to watch. Now we wait. And now we fight. Alright, Fortune Band versus Fortune Parasol. This should be interesting. Does Swagger have a band? Brass to cover, keep him covered. Okay, get it. Yeah, Brass is a godlike counter call assist. You have to be very careful when calling Parasol because that Parasol is going to die. Alright, never mind. Swagger's just calling band whenever he wants. That's not good. I thought he was using it smart, like calling counter call assist. In which case you gotta be really careful with when you call Parasol. Oh, here comes band? No, okay, cool. You got a nice. You got really lucky, honestly. The fact that you got a hit on that Fortune, because otherwise that would have been real bad for you. You have to be extra careful when you're calling Parasol. Like, unless you're going for a really dirty mix with tier assist. That made no sense. Let's see. See, like, now would be a good time to call for tier assist and like go for a reset. Like, that's okay because the tier is keeping you safe because you're already hitting your opponent. So even if an assist calls out, the tier's already safe. All right. Gotta tech those. Air grabs are tough. It's tough to deal with. Yeah. So basically, like, normally you would want to like jump in with a button as Parasol and then like have Fiber covering you in case you get hit, because then the Fiber would like punish it. But when you're dealing with people who air grab, a better option is to change that timing. So you're jumping in after Fiber would have hit. So that way, what happens is if they went for an air grab, they got hit, and you can confirm off of that with Parasol. But if they didn't go for grab, they're stuck blocking it, and then you're pressing buttons with Parasol, which is, you know, not as bad. If you want to be really clever, you can stagger it even further, and then have Parasol jump in and air grab you. And it's like really mean because they had to block the Fiber, and now they're just stuck being grabbed because like it's hard to time out exactly when they need to stop pressing or stop grabbing or, you know, stop blocking, I guess I should say. But people can tech that on reaction. It's tough. It's very tough, but people can technically do that. But that's something that'll work. It'll get you places. So good stuff. GG's everyone. I think that's everybody. Let me just double check just in case. We got Alex and Turktos, we got Benji and Thok, we got Arsenic and Doc, we got your local Dunce. All right, cool, good stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everyone for joining us for Skullgirls Get Gr8. If you like what we do here and want to try out everything you're learning in a tournament, well, we have the news for you. Skullgirls Be Great is a thing. Skullgirls Be Great goes live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, etc., etc. And yeah, try your luck out there. But if you're just here for the advice, worry not. We do go live every Saturday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. So yeah, have fun. Tune in for that. Make sure you guys are practicing. I really appreciate all of you making it out to the stream. It's really, really fun to see all you guys. So good stuff. Next week will not be a Walmart brand stream. Lucky for you. Probably. I don't actually know that for sure. The next 3 or 4 weeks, I am going to be extremely busy on weekends. So I will do my best to not give you a Walmart brand stream. But we shall see what happens. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you all later. VODs will be up soon. Bye-bye.